What's going on? You are tuned into Kick 'em Pick'em Gambling Show, brought to you by TwoFootTalk. I am your host. They call me Young Leg. I'm waiting on Oaks. I think if I had to guess, he's dealing with some sort of Hercules shit where Herc is either taking a giant dump or Herc is not cooperating. But Oaks will be joining us later. Not too worried about it. You know us. We'll get right into the swing of it. So, couple of bad things that happened last week. Let's go over them. Sound off whatever fucked you over the weekend, over the last week. Maybe it was Champions League. Who knows? We've got last week's fuck yous. So, you know me. A la Madrid out here. Shout out Atleti, by the way. Shit, you never hear. My first fuck you is for Arbeloa. Just owe it up. This is Oaks, guys.
What up? Yeah, sorry, I'm running late. Took Herc for big dog walk and wanted to jump in the shower afterwards, so that's my bad.
I just assumed that it was a Herc thing, so I said he's probably picking up big perk shit or something. I don't know what he's got going on. He'll be here.
Big perk did take big dump.
Yeah, it'd be like that. Arbeloa just... now, you know, I have my own gripes with playing an 18-year-old where, like, I'm glad Oaks is here because I was getting really close to using the V word that we might have that back in the squad when you see just this random bum ass playing for Real Madrid, what's supposed to be one of the greatest football clubs on the planet. We're throwing some random 18-year-old who can't hold shit in the middle of our 11. And, you know, the V word almost got thrown out around there. I'm already making nepotism remarks about how he's probably Arbeloa's son or somehow related to Lucas Vasquez. So I just hate to see it this quick. Like, I finally got Vasquez out. It's just really tough seeing it again this quick. Between that and Camavinga or Jude Bellingham, I will say his subbing and starting lineups have also been atrocious in back-to-back losses now. He now has more losses than Xabi Alonso in less matches. So that's always good.
Yeah. That's stuff you want to see. Yeah, I mean, you got to start an 18-year-old over Camavinga, right? He's only won 2 UCLs in a World Cup.
Yep.
You start him over Bellingham for sure, because Bellingham didn't give you anything in that final 30 minutes, did he?
No.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah. I don't know. Me personally, kid's got to have cancer or something because he's getting a Make-A-Wish out here.
Yeah, I'm just shocked. And
him and Brahim Diaz both getting Make-A-Wish minutes.
It does blow my mind a little bit when you're like, all right, we're a goal down. I have an idea. Let's put on Brahim Diaz. As if that did anything at all. Guler was balling too. I thought he was having a great game. I thought he's one of our best.
Oh, you mean the guy with making all the attacking threats and actually passing the ball forward?
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but apparently him and Jude aren't allowed to play together at all. Mind you, we did win. I was
going to say, it looked pretty good under Don Carlo.
Yeah, we did win a Champions League before, and they were both on the team. And I was definitely hype watching them both. So
yeah, there was an old Italian guy who's a pretty good manager who figured that one out. He also started Camavinga in a UCL final, if I recall. And what happened in that UCL final?
I don't know, but Don Carlo doesn't lose UCL finals. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So Don Carlo went ahead and won that one with Camavinga playing left back.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. But an 18-year-old's going to start over him in my midfield.
Yeah. It just shocks me. Arbeloa, I want to say grow a pair, but this is kind of like your whole thing. I have an idea, guys. When I get promoted to the senior team, I'm just bringing all you guys with me. We're all getting free minutes. I don't care what happens to the team's success or if they win the game or not, even though at the beginning of my tenure, I said I know about winning. And then I'm just going to play a bunch of fucking teenagers and rejects from Castilla. And I really don't want to hate on them that much, but it's unfortunate that he has caused me to do this.
So, yeah, it's less us hating on the academy and more just we have better players. Play it.
Yep. All right, moving on from Arbeloa. He just kind of had one coming. You're unfortunately, as mean as it sounds, you are not allowed to lose 2 games in a row. You're barely allowed to lose 2 games, period. So it's tough right now.
Yeah, you're certainly not allowed to lose a UCL game at home in the Bernabeu.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And not expect to hear about it after losing to Mallorca.
Next one I got is Villarreal. Just for me, though, because I think I'm genuinely about to start calling them Spanish Brighton. Like, I don't know what to do. Ever. Y'all can't score on Girona now? What the fuck? What happened against Girona? Is Girona got some wild home record that I don't know about all of a sudden? Are they in hot form?
They better. Well, you got to play them this weekend, so.
I guess I'll find out. I got to play them. Yeah, we're the Friday game, so, can't wait to find that one out. But I was just kind of shocked that, we're struggling against what was 14th place Girona now? Villarreal? That's why when you were so confident against Real Sociedad, I was like, what? Why? And then I was like, all right, I guess they can play football. And then you do this. This is why you're Spanish Brighton. Just like I want to bet Brighton this weekend, but they're going to somehow lose to Sunderland. So I'm not going to do it. My last one I have is Hansi Flick. You have some of the most just like criminal interview quotes to go back to where you were like, this is Barcelona. We do not complain about the referees. Look what happens when you're outside of La Liga, bitch. Now you're writing fucking letters to UEFA about the reffing. You got robbed. Refs shouldn't be allowed to do this. What's VAR for? What happened to respect the refs, Hansi? What happened? Every time this guy opens his mouth,
it wasn't convenient to respect the refs this week, dude.
It wasn't convenient at all. You know what's even better? Now, I don't know how true this is, but I'm hearing rumors that they're saying since they're both Spanish clubs, why can't they have a Spanish ref? They wouldn't be biased. They're both Spanish. Wow. What a weird coincidence.
Weird that Barcelona was a Spanish ref. Huh. That's crazy. Well, they're making a lot of payments to Spanish referees, have they?
You want to know the name? This is how I was like, all right, this can't be real. You know the name they threw out? De Burgos. No way. Really? That's who was the ref. He wouldn't happen to have a shrine to Lionel Messi in his yard, would he? That's on him, right? They would never do that. Interesting. So, Hansi Flick. I give this advice out to everybody, coworkers, employees, friends, family. Have you tried shutting the fuck up more? It's hard to sound stupid when you just shut the fuck up.
It is hard to sound stupid when you just shut up.
And it's hard to be like, you know what? You did get robbed. Oh man, we feel bad for you. When all we saw was your dumbass going, we're Barcelona, we respect the referees. 12 months later, here we are. So, again, just try shutting the fuck up. Durant, what up? Wow, big
I'm going to start with Betis Espanyol. 0-0. Give me 90 minutes of my life back. Atleti versus Barcelona.
We're
just good. What happened on that red card? I just want to know how that wasn't a foul.
Yo, hold on. I want to know how Fede Valverde's red card and his wasn't, but also I thought you couldn't change a red card to a yellow card from VAR. I thought it was only yellow to red.
I don't know what's going on there. I really don't.
So I got a lot of different questions about any of those decisions that were made, but also just for he got the ball people in that same call. You realize by the letter of the law, once your spikes are off the ground, whether you got the ball or not, if your spikes are going into them above their shin on top of that, it is a red. It's unfortunate, but yes.
Also, winning the ball is no longer the important thing, guys. You can still have reckless tackles where you win the ball because, trust me, I've been on the other end of those.
Didn't Thomas Muller literally kick somebody in the face? Because he won the ball before that too. Does that make it not a red? I don't know.
Next up on fuck yous, I have Lyon. They just didn't score against Angers.
Thanks.
Which is pretty disappointing.
Agreed.
Roma made me look kind of foolish. 5-2 with Inter.
Well, if they stuck to my game plan of just give the ball to Daniel Malin, the game would have been closer. Just saying.
Bilbao losing on the road against Getafe. Get it together, Bilbao.
Yeah, we all saw that coming.
I definitely have some shout outs because there were some banger fucking games too.
Same.
So shout out Southampton Arsenal. Southampton getting past Arsenal in the FA Cup. You love to see that. Arsenal choke job. People are asking questions. People are starting to make this motion at you. Shout out Dortmund for not doing shit the first half and only having 3 shots, and then me tweeting there's no fucking way Kareem Adeyemi doesn't come on and change this game. And then him slotting home a goal in the first minute of stoppage time. So that was pretty sick. Shout out Sassuolo for taking care of business against, not a primo side. Cagliari beating them at home. So you love to see that for the Sassuolo fans.
From 50-50.
And then Leeds ended up taking care of business in penalties against West Ham. Again, Leeds away from home, not their best, but still find a way to beat West Ham. So you love to see that.
I don't want to sound biased here, but fuck you, West Ham. How's that feel?
Yeah, those are my shout-outs.
Yo, we're like the worst part of the Copa Libertadores where I don't even know half these fucking teams.
Yeah, it's the first round.
This one guy is from the Emperor's New Groove, this team. It's literally Cusco FC. It's not spelled the same, though. But that's who
grab a water real quick.
I have 3 shout-outs. 1, PSV, back-to-back championships. Also the earliest they've won the Dutch League. Maybe one of the earlier times it's ever been won. I'm not sure about that part. But back-to-back 3 times in a row. Insert whatever song here. I'm not taking the copyright charge. Next one I got Brazil. Brazil going 5 for 7 on the both teams to score. And what's even better, the last both teams to score, I was already drunk. So I didn't even bet that game. So really 5 for 6. And shame on you, Mirasol, for ruining my just straight fucking slate of both teams to score. You guys are dickheads.
Oh, Herc's got to fuck you.
Herc's got to fuck you? What's he got?
That squirrel. He fucking hates that squirrel, bro.
No, just
the one outside the window fucking making fun of him right now.
Yo, Herc, kick his ass. What up, Herc? Yeah, my dogs are also barking, Herc, if you heard that.
You're a good boy, Herc.
All right. I hope everybody feels better and enjoys the shout-outs. We have an interesting slate here where there's a couple of games where you're like, oh, there's good games. And then a lot of them just look like Oaks leg games. So we're going to see what happens here over in England. We're going to start you off slow. I got Crystal Palace versus Newcastle. Now that Newcastle is out of every single competition, are they still in a cup?
I don't think so.
Are they in the FA Cup still? I don't think they're in it.
Palace? No, I think they got bounced.
No, Newcastle. I think they're done.
I have no idea. No, they got bounced by City.
That was in the EFL Cup, wasn't it? Or was it both?
I don't know.
I don't know either. There's too many bullshit cups over there. Well, all they have is Premier League, so I assume Newcastle now, it's time to get your shit together, see if you can get a little bit higher here, make a little bit more money, hopefully other people fuck up, because you're at a point now where it's just ugly. You're in 12th, and you are 7 points off of a European spot, which would probably be going above Chelsea and Brentford. So, on top of that, Brighton is somehow only 1 point above Newcastle, and man, have Newcastle not looked like shit. So it just makes me think that Brighton's even worse than they actually are. I love the both teams to score in this. I don't think the number is going to be that good because I feel like Vegas also knows. Palace seems to always find a way. Mateta most likely, but we'll see. Newcastle, you have nothing else to do besides go and win out the rest of your season and try to salvage whatever respect English football has for you. Because you didn't defend your cup. You're out of the Champions League. You're out of every other competition. There's no like, oh, we have to stay up now. You're just in 12th. Like, you're just one of those teams now just floating in no man's land. So figure the fuck out. You have way too much talent on your team.
Look, I don't have a lot of faith in Crystal Palace, but I'm not rushing to the window to bet Newcastle on the road at plus 135 in bad form. If we think Crystal Palace gets a goal here, I think both teams to score at minus 160 definitely isn't bad.
Hold on. This was an absolutely reckless thing to say. It's just about guaranteed Man U gets Champions League football now. Now, if I'll be damned if Man U doesn't end in 6th place now, just because you said that. That would be a real shame. Oh, a real shame. I'd hate that.
So if you like both teams to score, I don't hate the over 2.5 either at minus 130 here. If you want to put those together, you'll probably get a plus number. I have a hard time believing in Newcastle. I'm probably going to want to see this lineup. And honestly, I don't even know who's on Crystal Palace anymore off the top of my dome because they sold like everybody good. Mateta, Issei, pretty much all of the people I liked over there are gone. So
Mateta's still there.
Is he?
Yeah.
I thought did he get hurt?
No, that's in Keita who just got hurt. Mateta's chilling. They got Mateta and they got the young bull from Nigeria.
Has he not scored in like the last? Oh, I guess it was international break, which is why I don't remember him scoring in the last 3 weeks because he hasn't played in 3 weeks.
Bro, they play tomorrow against Fiorentina in the conference leagues.
I'm sure they do.
And you know what? They're going to run Mateta into the ground. They still got my boy Sarr, Adam Wharton, Dachi Kamada's on that team. What's his face? American Bull, Chris Richards. Who's the other dude? Brennan Johnson? Is that the guy that's Welsh or is he English that used to be on Tottenham? Remember when he used to randomly do good things and then went to Crystal Palace and I've never heard of him again? So, I don't know. Should be a good one. I like Newcastle. Do something good this year, Newcastle. Next one we got Forest versus Aston Villa.
He just doesn't play.
What? He's about to start next game, bro. He started their last European game.
Good for him. He's got 20 starts with them.
I was going to say, I thought he got hurt, too, in the middle of the season. Yeah, dude, it's Crystal Palace. Dachi Kamada can still kind of start for them, maybe sometimes. Lazio legend.
Jeremy Pino's on that fucking team?
Yeah, he's also a bitch.
I know he is.
He been a bitch.
Jorgen Strand Larson's hurt.
Yeah,
I mean, they're a mid-table EPL team. That's good for them.
Right. All right, next one we got Nottingham Forest is hosting Aston Villa. I'm not even counting any midweek games from Aston Villa because they've just been absolutely eating everybody's lunch, so I don't care if that was a case. And I don't actually believe in them to fully go and get 3 points, but I do
Nottingham's got to go play Porto anyway in Portugal.
Well, I like Aston Villa on the draw no bet anyway at minus 115. So this game kind of screams draw to me, but if I had to pick a side, it's definitely not Nottingham Forest without Big Wood. So
yeah, this is a must get a result game here for Aston Villa. Give me a second. Isn't Nottingham Forest still in the relegation zone?
I don't think they're that far down, are they?
They're 2 points ahead of Tottenham and 3 points off of West Ham. So yeah, and Villa is currently in 4th on 54 points. Ahead of Liverpool, could go past Man U if things work out for them. So yeah, I'll take Villa on a draw no bet. I'm with you there. I don't really love the both teams to score, and I don't love going for an over here. So like Villa, either 1-0 or 2-0. I think it's a low score.
I'd also be totally cool with watching that game and being wrong about that, and there just being like 8 goals. Feel free.
Sure. Who's scoring for Nottingham Forest?
That's a great question. Is Gibbs White
Chris
healthy?
Wood's hurt.
Is Gibbs White healthy?
Yes.
If not, what about the Igor Jesus? One of them. That's what I'm going for. One of them.
Yeah, Igor is healthy.
I'm going Igor or Gibbs White. If I had to get it out of the 6, they would score one of them.
Okay.
Or Aston Villa 1-6-0. So, all right, moving on. I got 2 more English games. One, you guys already know this one's going to be on here. It's Chelsea versus Man City. I'm actually not even going to put that much thought into this one or argue it too much. I'm just going to take Man City on the money line. It's at plus 115, and I think they're playing good football right now. Definitely better than Chelsea. I also appreciate that I'm getting a plus sign on Man City just because they're going to the Bridge, which is one of the feel like it's happening where the Bridge is just everyone's backyard. Nobody gives a fuck about the Bridge. That shit got holes everywhere. That shit been taking shrapnel for fucking decades at this point. That shit is light work. That's that bridge that fucking boat just fucked the shit out of. All right. I just, if you have confidence in Chelsea, take the money line. It looks great. I just don't know where you're getting it from. I'm not even super confident they can go and get us a goal. I would love to.
I was gonna say double chance at minus 145 really isn't bad if you're a Chelsea supporter.
Yeah. If you want to go with the Cole Palmer narrative, I don't hate it. X team, whatever bullshit. Yeah, he might shoot a couple times, but also just hasn't seemed like the same Cole Palmer that we saw 2 years ago.
Oh, so. and Mark Cucurella is still a starter for you.
Yeah. You guys have suspended Enzo Fernandez, who's arguably your best player?
Probably, yeah.
You're saying that Madrid feels like home? Seems like kind of a dumb reason to suspend someone, but whatever. I don't know where anyone's confidence in Chelsea is coming from. I do still love Trevoh Chalobah. I think he's rock solid back there. I think that they also are going to be dealing with one of the most annoying attacks possible. With you got Savinho, you got Doku, you've got Cherky, you've got Erling Haaland, you got Bernardo Silva being a little douchebag, wishing he was on Barcelona. You know, there's just a lot of people in that Man City attack. They have them a lot of different variables on how they're going to attack you. And Chelsea's defense is just kind of, they do one thing. They're very large, very athletic, and Sanchez is their goalie. So,
look, both teams to score over 2.5 isn't going to get you a plus number here. Over 2.5 is minus 170. Line set at 3.5. You get like minus 130-ish, but you got to bet it early, which I don't hate. I think Chelsea can get a goal at home. Away. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think you're right. I think City probably handle their business here. The Cole Palmer revenge is whatever for me. I don't care.
That's the only good narrative I can give them. I need Forest to get relegated so Anderson is cheaper. I'm going to say something crazy here. Anderson doesn't make Manchester United any better, and I don't think he's very good. What you should do is pray to God that we actually sell Kamavinga and go buy him. I don't want that to happen, but if you're telling me that you're like, hey, Elliot Anderson is the answer. He couldn't make it at Newcastle, but here, now that Nottingham Forest has him looking okay when they look at their worst, let's grab him. Because how much is he actually worth right now? Let me see.
Well, and what you definitely want is a guy. Well, you definitely want a guy who's gone through 6 managers in 2 years, right?
Maybe. He did get coached by Eddie Howe. So he played left wing, center mid, and defensive mid for Nottingham Forest too this year. He's a versatile guy. You know, man, you could always use a little bit more versatility in their midfield, so I don't hate it, but I just don't think that's the answer. Speaking of,
Yo,
we
have
got
you
Man U
have
versus
you have you calculated into the price the fact that he's English yet?
yeah, that's why it's 55. If he wasn't English, it'd be 30 tops. And with that resume, probably less.
Leeds is getting me a double chance here.
Oh, really? Because I just jumped immediately onto the both teams to score, but I am going to be on Man U money line because that kid still has gotten a haircut.
Okay. Both teams to score at minus 140 definitely feels good here. I'm definitely biased. Leeds double chance at plus 130 looks really, really nice. If you want to take them on a plus 0.75 or a plus one spread and pay a little juice, I don't hate that either because I just don't see Man U winning by multiple goals.
So what's going to happen for this one is that Man U is probably just going to be tied 1-1 for a while, and then they'll realize, hey, wait, don't we still have Benny Sesko? And they're going to sub on Benny Sesko, and he'll score one, maybe two. And then it's going to end like 3-1, 2-1, Man U. But Leeds will always get us one.
Leeds will get us one. And Okafor is back. Shout out Okafor.
I did see that. All right, that's all I got for England. Moving on, we're going to España. It's no football.
East La Liga.
Yeah, it's just La Liga. We're the Friday game, so we will talk about the Friday game. I mostly just want to say that I'm on Real Madrid, Girona, both teams to score at minus 140. Other than that, we should win, and I expect to see a win. Now,
is Fetty still out for this game?
I'm very unsure about that. I don't.
If I don't see Kamavinga, I'm gonna fucking have a conniption, dude.
Well, last week everyone tried to complain about Kamavinga, and then I finally asked one of the people complaining why. They were like, "Did you see his passing?" My man only misplaced 3 passes, and it was at 93%. So I'm not exactly sure what he meant, because he also played.
No, dude. Somebody told me that I don't watch the Madrid games, even though they reply to all of my Madrid tweets.
Yeah, so I'm just confused about that because I also heard that people watch it with their eyes when I said Kamavinga starts over Thiago Petark always, and then I had to watch this bum ass Make a Wish 18-year-old for like I don't know the last 2 months. So I don't know what to think anymore.
Well,
but
he had his first forward pass at the 38-minute mark, so that was good.
My friend, he's a Bayern fan, and I wanted him to watch him. I was like, dude, I feel like I might just be really biased, and my hate's overclouding something. So please watch him and let me know what you see. He found fucking nothing. He shows me the graph of all of his passes, and he was like, dude, he only had 5 forward progressive passes in that entire match. And I'm sitting there like, if you could have heard me screaming on the phone for 35 minutes, Oaks still didn't go forward.
Every time he touched the ball.
The whole fucking time. So it is going to depend a lot what the lineup looks like, but I do love the both teams to score in this one. And Real Madrid should get all 3 points because we need them bad. I'm not even confident enough really to go Real Madrid money line of both teams to score because they might fuck that up somehow. I might watch Brahim Diaz, Gonzalo Garcia, and, fucking Angel get subbed on when we're tied 1-1. It's like, you know what? I actually am going to rest Vinny. And I forgot to say this in my fuck yous earlier, but you realize to rest a player, you don't bring them on when you fucking need them. So what if we just started our team good, got a lead?
Oh, no way, dude. You think you should start?
Is that a crazy idea?
You think you should start with your strongest 11? That's fucking crazy, dude.
You know what else is weird is people usually get injured when they come off cold from the bench and have to go run fucking 100% because they're losing. That usually leads more injuries from my experience. So, also, I do want to check if Eddie's playing because it's going to make me really sad if he's not because I hate not seeing him. Fuck. I'm pretty sure he's suspended. But he should be back after that. Extra rest for Bayern. Whatever. Fetty doesn't need rest. I think rest is bad for Fetty. I'm still
Iron Man.
Yeah. Moving on. Actually, you have anything else to say about this?
No.
All right, cool. We got Barcelona versus Espanyol. Little Catalonian derby for you guys. I feel like Espanyol is getting zero respect on their name for this game. I'm looking at the score. It's minus 150. Barcelona doesn't play defense. They don't. And their defense, what they do, is a high line. It actually is extremely easy to score against them. They just have a ridiculously high-powered attack, which is why they're eating up La Liga. But they just play a high line. If you have a fast guy and a guy that can kick ball far, they're kind of beat. You just got to make one of those chances. So get me one fucking goal, and I'm going to keep betting any single Barcelona both teams to score that's under minus 200. I'll be honest. I'll put it on whatever, and then I'll add in a Rashford shot on target because Rafinha's hurt and he's jacking for chicks. Or Fermin Lopez, depending who's playing.
I would love to back Espanyol here, especially after last match that Barcelona was blatantly cheating for again with the refs. But Espanyol is not good. And they've been held to a clean sheet in the last two head-to-heads. So I don't know. I hope they get a goal. I hope they get a goal for leg for sure.
They got me.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay, so last match it ended 0-0. 9 before that, they scored in every single one though.
I did see that.
So I like my chances here. On top of Barcelona, got to be nervous now. They down 2-0, and they got to go to the Wanda. We'll see how they're really feeling. Let's see if UEFA answers them. Say, hey, we'll give you whatever ref you want. Here you go. Moving on. Next one, we got Sevilla versus Atletico Madrid. I don't believe in my pick for this game, but I really just can't believe that Atleti is plus 125 playing Sevilla in 2026. I really know that Sevilla is going to rob them of points here, but it just shocks me that Atleti is at plus 125 versus Sevilla. And then I was like, you know what? Let me check it out. What has Sevilla been up to, guys? Maybe Sevilla has been doing some crazy shit that I just don't know about. Maybe Sevilla is like really good at home. Sevilla has just been playing. Nope, Sevilla is still just 2 points outside of relegation. They haven't won a match in 7 matches. And
Sevilla's only won this head-to-head once in the last 10.
Yeah. And on top of that, they just have losing records no matter where they're playing. Like, you can't make an argument for home, away.
There's no way to sugarcoat a Sevilla dub here.
Yeah, they're just not very good. So it feels really stupid not to take Atleti at like the plus 125, plus 130 was bouncing around earlier. God bless you, Sevilla fans that are trying to argue with me through the screen right now. God bless you. It's been a long time. Don't worry, Ramos is going to turn it all around. Sign the papers. Sign the papers, baby.
No, I'm with you here. Atleti at plus 130 is definitely ridiculous. I know they're coming off midweek football, but Sevilla is a fucking train wreck.
Sorloth props, nepotism props. Who else?
Sorloth's hair looked great today when he subbed on, by the way. He had the Morata flow going. So check him out pregame, because if he starts and he's got hair like that, you know he's scoring.
Yeah, facts. All right. Last Spanish game I got for you guys. All right. We have Athletic Club. It is Bilbao versus Villarreal. I still have zero faith in Bilbao. I don't care where the game's at. But now I'm on the side of I want to bet Villarreal and their Spanish Brighton. So I don't actually know what to do. I want to tell you that San Mames is a fortress and the fans are going to be making it really tough and yada, yada. It just has not in 2026, unfortunately. Maybe next year. That'd be cool if they came back. But Nico Williams not being in the starting 11 with his brother. I don't get the Williams brother chemistry. Sunset has not been hitting the same way. You know what that team could really use?
Some people that aren't born in the Basque Country and some depth.
I was going to say Isco, but I feel like it's a bunch of different teams. So, what do you got on this one? You picking a side?
No, I like both teams to score. The over 2.5 is minus 115 as well. Both of these defenses are atrocious. Athletic Club is probably not going to get held to a 0 at home in Bilbao. All
right, moving on. We're going to Italy. I've got 3 Italian games. I actually like every single one. Well, I like 2 of them, and then I have a massive question for you. And Nick Diani's not here, so we won't talk about Lazio. They're playing Fiorentina. I just really love that kit game, so I try to talk about it. But the first one I got for you is Atalanta versus Juventus. I want to tell you that Atalanta brings out the best in everyone's offense over in Italy, and this is going to be high scoring. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. It's just not. I'm going to take Juve on the money line, and I'm going to fucking sweat out the whole goddamn time. Realistically, this game's probably going to end like a 1-1 or 1-0 because it's Italy. And I would love for Atalanta to just be like, yo, shut the fuck up. I'm going to put up
Samacha's hurt.
But I just fucking doubt it. I really do. Raspadori, maybe. Yeah. Well, how's Raspadori's record against Juve? Vlahovic is hurt, which like they said that like I was like, oh no, what's Juve gonna do without Vlahovic? As if he's been doing anything.
Right, as if he's been playing.
Yeah. Jonathan David's still there. Okay, I don't care. Weston McKennie.
I was gonna say Weston McKinney's still a man on fire.
Yeah. I like Juve on the money line though. It's sitting at plus 125. Atalanta, I know, is gonna make me sweat this one out, and I would tell you to bet an under, but I'm not going to because I would be so happy to be wrong, but I'm not willing to lose money to be wrong. But I would be really happy to be wrong. You had a really entertaining match.
This is a massive revenge game for Juve too for the 3-0 Coppa Italia loss they suffered at the hands of Atalanta. So yeah, I'm with you here. I like Juve on the money line, and I will be all over Weston props.
Facts. All the Weston props. My favorite thing to do is just bet Weston shot on target and Yildiz shot on target. You always get a plus sign. It's fucking awesome. Next one we got. I got a question. Can Napoli beat Cheese? We're getting a very bettable number on Napoli, who just jumped to second in the Scudetto race. It does seem like Inter's probably going to win it, but Napoli making their move slowly. I think it was sitting at like minus 165 versus Parma. At Parma, mind you. If you want to say that you don't trust Napoli away, that would be a good excuse. But to me, you got to beat Cheese. You have to beat Parma. You can't lose. Unfortunately, in Napoli, you can't lose now. You got to hold that top 4 spot. You're sitting in second place. You're finally safe-ish. Hold it now. Oaks, are they beating Cheese?
They better. Who scored for them? Oh, it was Politano. Holy shit, he finally woke up. And KDB's playing again. Yeah, I mean Napoli, you can't
even hit a shot on target. So fuck that guy.
You got 6 games left here, Napoli. You need 3 points in every single one, so you better beat Cheese.
You just have to beat Cheese. Like that's just where we're at with it.
Do they have a head-to-head with Inter?
What?
Do they still have a head-to-head with Inter left?
I don't think so, but let me look. No, they don't.
Okay.
They do.
Then this is a must-win game. If you want to stay in the Scudetto race, you have to have all 3 points here.
Are they in it? They're 7 points off.
Yeah.
Listen, Inter has a tough. They got
yeah.
a tough
I know we've gone over Inter's schedule, and it's a tougher end of the season. But yeah, Napoli, if you want the Scudetto, you gotta get 3 points here. Cannot fumble the bag once.
Unfortunately, Lautaro Martinez just woke up, and I fucking hate him, so I'm gonna keep talking shit on him anyway. Last one we got Como versus Inter. The both teams' score number looks fantastic. It's at like minus 145. Como had a blank last week. AK, I'm gonna take every Nico Paz prop, and both teams are scoring this one. I want to say Como is able to get points, but the line sucks. They're only like plus 200 against the Scudetto favorites and a team that should be head and shoulders better than them. I was a little upset with the line, but Inter is going to do Inter things when they're getting ready to win a Scudetto. To me,
Como currently in a UCL spot.
I know. So Como got a lot to play for.
They do. I like them to score. I don't know if they win the game.
Agreed.
Yeah, it would be nice to take them on a double chance, but the number is just not there.
All right. Last one. Last question I got for you. We're done in Italy. Do we trust Dortmund? Dortmund at home versus Leverkusen. sitting right around even money. I think it was minus 105 last I looked. Leverkusen is coming off of a massive remontando. I think they went down like 2-0 or 2-1, and then they just put up 6. And it was like one of the most Patrick Schick shits I've ever seen. Where I immediately was like, 6 goals. How many did Schick have? I was like, oh, he only had 1. And I was like, well, how many did Grimaldo have? I was like, okay, he had 2. And I was like, oh, and Schick had an assist. I was like, oh, all right, the boys are doing their thing. So I think Schick and Grimaldo combined for like 4 of the 6 goals, which is, yes, that is exactly how I would expect Leverkusen to do it. Now, was that the rest of the goals they had for the whole season? Because all you did was beat Wolfsburg. Like, I just want y'all to know you did all that, and hey, guys, you beat Wolfsburg. Good job. It's 2026. But, Oaks, Dortmund versus Leverkusen. Do we trust Dortmund?
You have to, as long as Karim Adeyemi starts. If I don't see Karim, then I don't trust this team at all.
Funny enough, Leverkusen has beaten Dortmund. Dortmund hasn't beaten Leverkusen at home since 2022.
I did just see that as well. They have beat them in Leverkusen, though.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, back-to-back in Leverkusen. It's just weird that you can't win at the crib. And it's Dortmund. No disrespect, but also disrespect your away game trash.
Leverkusen really needs points here, too, because somehow Hoffenheim is ahead of them for a Europa League spot, and they're looking at Conference League right now.
Well, Hoffenheim's got to play Augsburg, so... Whoa.
Augsburg sucks.
Yeah. Whoa. But yeah, that's all the games I have for you guys. I do have a golden booty for you. We got a wheel.
Wheel.
All right, so my guy didn't start last week. We do not trust Dortmund. How could you say that after we just both said we trusted them? Why would you do that?
Especially after I said I trust them last week, then tweeted again to bet them, and then they won.
I was trusting Dortmund when it wasn't even cool. I missed it. What did we say about United against Leeds Monday? Oh, guess you're gonna have to rewatch the whole thing. Gonna have to go all the way back and rewatch the whole damn thing again. The only game he cared about, wasn't even paying attention.
I mean, you're definitely not gonna mention it in the wrap up, are you?
No, I'm not gonna mention anything.
Not now.
He's 100% gonna have to go watch. If he hadn't said I missed it, I might have thought about it because I would have been like, oh, he just wants me to talk about him again. Sure. But it's the fact that he tuned out right as I was talking about his favorite club. So now I guess he's going to have to go rewatch it. It's tough. All right. Golden Booty. Neither of us hit. Oaks, I think you had Paz. AK Paz is going to hit this week. So hopefully I get Italy. And I'm going to go first.
I had Malcolm.
Wait, who?
No, you're right. I did have Paz.
I was going to say, I don't know. I wrote down Nico Paz.
But
fair. Either way, you beat, and you should have just went with your gut and said Balogun because that chip was fucking sick. All right, here we go. Oh, you love this. All right, I'm taking Nico Paz.
Hey!
I said it too many times. All right, here we go. Guys, imagine I didn't go first.
Right?
That would have been terrible. Or I would have given French League. And hey, pick any game besides the Monaco game. Go.
I am going to take Daniel Malin.
All right, here we go. We're getting real Italian over here. All right, let me give you the 15. We're going to get the fuck out of here. It's Copa Libertadores night, so ask me in a couple rounds what I'm thinking for that. right now. It's actually too hard. Right when you don't know all the teams, you're kind of like, should I be giving out picks for this? First one, Real Madrid, Girona, both teams to score -140. Barcelona, Espanyol, both teams to score -150. Atletico, money line at Sevilla +135. Betis, double chance at Osasuna, -160. Betis seems to just be draw champions right now, and I don't respect Osasuna. Celta Vigo, money line versus Real Oviedo, -150. Arsenal, Bournemouth, both teams to score -130. Aston Villa, draw no bet at Forest, -115. Man City, money line at Chelsea, +115. Man U, money line versus Leeds. Man U, Leeds, both teams to score, -140. Juve, money line at Atalanta, +125. Napoli, money line at Parma, -160. Como, Inter, both teams to score, -150. Dortmund, money line versus Leverkusen, -105. And then I have Monaco, money line at Paris FC, -105. Even though Paris FC seems to be like the Sassuolo of France. And then my parlay is Como, Inter, both teams to score, Man U, Leeds, both teams to score, and Atleti, money line. Oaks, who's winning the Copa Libertadores this year?
Flamengo, probably.
All right. I'm not mad about that pick.
They got a game today, right? Yeah, they're about to start.
This is a good, solid pick. Yeah, they're playing Cusco FC, whoever the fuck that is.
And then who else is in it? That's Brazilian, Palmeiras.
Fluminense. We played them in the final. Corinthians, Palmeiras, Mirassol, and I think that's it. I don't know how Mirassol got in.
Botafogo is in there.
Are they?
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know. I'm looking at top scorers.
For Copa Libertadores, dude, this is literally the first game, isn't it?
No, it looks like they played last week too.
No, yesterday.
Yesterday, okay, yeah. Botafogo's in there.
Who the fuck?
I'd like to root for the strongest, but they never.
Wait, are you looking at Copa Libertadores or Sudamericana?
Copa Libertadores, group stage, round 1.
You said Botafogo?
Are they not in it? Okay, maybe they're not.
I was gonna say, I was like, wait, dude, am I looking at the wrong one? I don't see these fuckers. No, they choked last year, didn't they?
I guess. I'm also shout out Fede Valverde's club, Penarol. We fuck with Penarol heavy.
I only fuck with them because they renamed their training facility after Fede Valverde.
That was my boy Klaus's team. The guy did the La Liga show with Flash from Uruguay. Shout out my boy Klaus.
That's how I know Klaus is cool.
Yeah. Sent me that sick ass fucking old school Madrid jersey too.
Yeah, that was all worth it. Thanks, Klaus. Yeah, shout out Klaus.
Shout out Klaus.
All right, make sure you follow us at TwoFootTalk. That's at TWOFootTalk. Links are in the description if you are watching on YouTube or Twitch. If you're on X, guys, at TwoFootTalk, it's right there. You can just search it up, easy. You can follow me at a young leg. You can follow Oaks at BurrOaks77. Again, links are all right down in the description. While you're clicking the links in the description, might as well check out TNTDrip.com. Get you some dope ass gear. Get you some leg gear, Oaks gear for your favorite team. We'll do some World Cup related gear sooner or later. I don't know which ones I should be gunning for because I know my bias asshole is going to end up picking Brazil. So we will see.
And we won't charge you $22,000 for a shirt.
Yep, true that. Probably only like 20. I won't pay for your shipping.
Yeah, that's true. We gotta take cues from FIFA. We're World Cup price gouging now.
Thanks. But
I mean, if you order a large, we're gonna ship you a small too. Because fuck you.
Yeah, facts. Isn't that what everyone does? That's just good business. Then they have to buy another one. It's almost like buy one, buy one. Better for me.
Yeah, it's almost like buy 2, get none free.
Yeah, buy 2. That's it. That's the end of the deal.
That's the end of the promo.
Yeah, links are right down in the description. That's all I got for you guys, though. Fuck what you heard.
It's what you're hearing.